Hello guys, I don't have a lot of time, but I want to show you, this is actually a pretty good one. This is a 2003 Saturn L 200 with a 2.2 Eco-Tech engine, 4-cylinder. The trouble is that AC fuse will blow. It has the short in the AC circuit. So what we have here, this is the relay for the AC clutch. This is the fuse, and the compressor down here. It's a 2-wire, has a power and ground. Here's the diagram. Here's the this is the AC compressor clutch. You guys can see it. Okay. Come to the relay. Goes to the 10 amp fuse, AC fuse. We have a diode here, and then it's controlled by the PCM. There's a fuse, ignition fuse, that feeds the control side of the relay, and then of course the PCM energizes the control side of the relay. So when we have a problem, this fuse keeps blowing. So we're gonna see what the problem is. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect my this is my number one suspect, the clutch itself. So the coil might be shorted, so I'm going to disconnect the I already got it actually disconnected, and here's my harness. Okay, this is the harness from my clutch, and I'm just going to put the light bulb, and I'm going to start the car and see if the fuse is going to blow. If it does not blow, then I have a problem on my clutch. Okay, we got the AC on, the light bulb. I'm not sure it lit up any at all, but let's see, it blew the fuse right away. Okay, so now we know it's not the coil. Okay, so the next step, we have to oscillate the circuit, and so now since I got my AC compressor, it's kind of okay. I got this wire disconnected. This is a 2-wire connector. It has a ground and this power side switch from this relay. So we're gonna disconnect the clutch. We've already done that, and I'm gonna now this fuse is already blown. So this is actually pretty much open circuit here on our clutch. So the next step will be, you can use a test light, connect to battery positive, and check your test light. Lights. Okay, so I'm going to connect my test light to a control wire. So I'm going to connect the test light right in here on my control wire, and see if it's shorted, then you know, my test light's gonna light. So that is a dark green wire in my connector, and that's this one on the right side. And you can see it lit up, so that this is active short. Now this can be also it can be done with a multimeter. We can put the meter on ohms, and sometimes we can have a wire that's partially shorted to ground. So what we're going to need to do, we're going to take the meter, put the ohm scale, connect the black lead to ground, and then we should not read any kind of resistance at all. Only open loop is acceptable. Anything else, you're gonna put this is outer range, but if you don't have outer range, you're gonna put on a mega ohms range. Okay, mega ohm setting. So so right now I'm gonna connect it to my control wire again, and you can see, actually I should go here, and you can see I got 5.5 ohms, and that is a straight short to my control wire. So then we can do a visual inspection, look around and make sure we don't see any obvious damage on our harness. If that's not the case, now there's something else in this circuit. that caught my attention, and it is our diode. Right there is a diode. So it's connected right there. There's a little splice. So let's take the diode out and see what happens. So I'm gonna get my test light connected to my control wire again, and you can see the test light lights. And when I pull my diode out, light goes away. So the short, I have a short in my diode. So we're going to test the diode real quick. We're going to get the ohm our meter to a diode setting, and get our leads. We should have on one side, it should be the open, and on the other side should be some kind of voltage, probably like anywhere from 0.2 to 0.5 volts. So let's see here, I got an open loop, and right away I have it's short. If I reverse it to the other side, short again. So we have a shorted diode. So now to confirm that everything else works okay, I'm going to leave the diode out, and I'm just going to put my light bulb back in the circuit and start the car. There should be enough charge in it just to turn on the compressor. So let's just leave it here and see if when I start the car and turn my AC on, and see if this light's going to light. Well, I did not put my fuse in. Okay, I need to find a fuse. Okay, I got a 3 amp fuse. That's going to be okay. So put it back here, and I see my lights, so which means that you know, the AC computer is okay. The relay works fine. Everything is okay, but we have a shorted diode. I do not have another diode to complete this test, but we should have it in a couple of days. But for some reason, I cannot find the diode anywhere in the local stores. It's kind of weird, but this is confirmed that diode is a problem in our circuit. So I can actually maybe, well, if I put the diode back in, it's gonna blow the fuse for sure right away. There you go, you see that. So it's a shorted diode. Okay, all right, guys. Well, that's it. This is how you find the short in a circuit. It's a pretty quick test. Just, you know, we have to oscillate your circuit all the way to all the components. Everything that is this fuse is any other components that might be you know, that this fuse can give the power to has to be checked as well. But just check your diagram and see what else is in it. So they can be shorted out other than a harness or something like that. So okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.